Well, greetings all. We are waking up to a beautiful morning here. I have woken up here quite a few times over the last almost month now, and this has just been a great place for me. My friend Wiley had opened up his property to me where he has his off-grid cabin to use as kind of a home base, jumping off point for a lot of my exploring, which I have taken advantage of, so I'm super grateful. It's just been a very beautiful, peaceful spot. As you can see behind me here, there's his shed and cabin that he's built. Wiley has posted and documented him building this entire cabin. It's still in the process, but we'll give you a glimpse of what he's got done so far. Yeah, again, this has just been a really nice spot here. I've stayed here, geez, I couldn't count the nights, but in between my camps, it's centrally located to the areas, like I said, that I've been exploring. So it's just been a convenient spot to come and park the van and regroup, grab a shower. He does have an outhouse down here as well. Big garden that they've got going there. A lot of potatoes, peas, peppers, tomatoes, carrots. And then over here is the cabin that is still in the process. He's got most of the exterior finished, a lot of interior work done, but still needs to do the flooring and a lot of other finishing work. So he's not currently living in it. He has another place where he stays while he's building this out. And then the outhouse is back here in the trees. That has come in handy and convenient for me. But yeah, we'll give you a little glimpse of inside here of what he's got done already. Yeah, let's take a quick peek inside the cabin here. As I mentioned, it is not finished on the interior, but he has got quite a bit done. There's the old wood stove there. And this was my little editing space. I set my table up here, have a chair to sit in, power station. Wiley did mention that he wasn't happy with these cabinets and he was going to be installing a different cabinet setup. I don't think he liked the finish and color. But yeah, a little space down below. I think the bathroom is going to be in here. Yeah, I don't know. There's two spaces here, so one of these is going to be the bathroom. Maybe Wiley will come down and give us a little run through of what he has planned here. And then he's talking about putting in a spiral staircase here to get up to the loft, which is going to be the sleeping space up here. And this is very beautiful. He does have the floor done up here. Nice hardwood floor. Let's see if I can get all the way up there. Yeah, check out the work on the ceiling there. So pretty. So a nice, decent sized space up in the loft here. All these windows. Yeah, just did a really good job so far. I really like this work here. The window on the other side overlooking the garden. Hey, there's the little Astro. So that's what he's got done so far. Obviously he doesn't have the walls all totally finished out and the flooring done. All the trim work and that still needs to be done, but it's coming right along. Again, you can go to his YouTube channel and he documented building this. He's got quite a bit of woods here on his property. He's got a little trail that goes back into the woods and there's a creek back there. Just a really pretty spot to wake up listening to the birds chirping. And then his dog Grizz comes down and says hi most mornings. Okay, I'm gonna get organized here. I will be moving on and heading west from here and spending my last probably few days in Minnesota before I move into North Dakota, Montana. That is the plan. Grizz is giving a little quality control lick there. How's that taste, Grizz?
Good fiber for him.
Maybe a good size stick for you. He really likes that. Yeah. Well, I got to try out the new sawmill here. Helped assemble this when I first got here. I was looking at the calendar. It's been a month. Showed up here a month and a couple days ago.
Yeah, I know.
We got these nice rough timber boards out of there. Appreciate you letting me give it a little test run there.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. I'm just glad you came up.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
Got some good outings, and it was a good home base here. Very, very grateful to have that offered to me, and it was good to hang out.
That's definitely not a problem.
Yep. Be another probably year till I'll be back up here, so.
Great.
Grizz, gonna miss you, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Grizz is gonna miss you too.
Got to know you pretty good. My little buddy, greeting committee in the morning, huh? Come down and say hi. Throw the stick for you. Oh, jeez. Well, greetings all. We are coming at you from Bemidji, Minnesota. Behind me here, you see the Mississippi River flowing into Lake Bemidji. I'm just going to take a little walk around town here. I'm stopping in, visiting a subscriber who lives in town. She was nice enough to let me park in her driveway overnight. So I'm going to do some exploring around town and then do some visiting with Lily. Lily, thank you again for inviting me to stay in your driveway. Really appreciate it. So let's go take a look around Bemidji, Minnesota. So here we are, downtown Bemidji. Behind me here is the Paul Bunyan City Park. Hashtag Bemidji. Look it up. They have a big Paul Bunyan and Blue Ox statues here. You can get your picture taken with them, as most people do when they come through here. They do have a little information center here as well. If you don't know about Paul Bunyan and his Blue Ox, it's a part of U.S. American folklore, not an actual person, but you can look up, I'm sure, plenty of stories about him online. And then this park is pretty good size. There's a big parking area. Signs posted 3-hour parking limit, but it's free parking. They have a kids play area and then a little walking cycling path that goes through the park and through town. So we'll go over to the lakefront here. They do have a dock and another fishing dock that you can use. And I noticed right where I parked, they had a little, looked like a personal boat launch area where you could launch a canoe, kayak, or such. Let's go check it out. It is a warm day today. It's supposed to reach 80 degrees, and in a few days it's going to peak at 90 degrees, and feeling the humidity as well. But we're coming up on the lake here and give you a glimpse. Good sized lake. Peek through the trees here. Water is actually pretty clear. Doesn't have that dark reddish root beer colored tannins that a lot of the rivers and lakes have in Minnesota. So it is a lake town, this being pretty much the center of town here. It's a nice, beautiful day out. Everyone's out. It is a Thursday. Lots of folks out enjoying the sunshine today. Well, I was asking around at the Paul Bunyan Park about a spot where they have public access for swimming, and a very nice couple directed me to to Diamond Point Park, which is where I'm at now. Very pretty park. Lots of trees, lots of open space, pavilions with shade, and they offer public, there's a public swimming access beach, which is looking like right over here. That's like roped off. And then they've got areas, another sand beach over here, where you can launch a paddleboard. And it looks like maybe they do paddleboard rentals. They have a little center over here. So I'm gonna get my paddleboard out. It is over 80 degrees, it is humid, the sun is out. So I'm gonna go check out this sandy beach here. This looks like the spot. just bring my board down, inflate it right on the beach, and get out there. And I think I'm gonna purposely fall in to get wet. Yeah, this person here is using these poles for a hammock. Maybe that's what they're actually for. Yeah, super stoked that couple recommended this place. Big thank you. Minnesota nice really is a thing. That's a term they use up here, Minnesota nice. The folks are just so nice around here. It's been my experience the whole month I've been in the state. So I'm gonna get in the water and cool off. Looks like there's not a whole lot of people swimming. A couple kids over here frolicking in the water. I'm gonna do it. Well, we made it out on the water. It is absolutely beautiful out here. What a nice day. Quite a few folks out here swimming. I saw a sign over where I launched the paddleboard, and they had a sign that said they swim in the designated swimming area because there's a big drop off over there. So they do have a designated roped off area for swimming. Quite a few kids out there cooling off. The water is not bad. I'm probably going to jump off this paddleboard and get wet just to cool off. Here I am. I'm paddling the Mississippi River here off of Bemidji Lake. And I'm actually talking to Kelly. Kelly, say hi.
Hey, everyone.
She says hello, everyone. She's just getting on the road. Check out this family of geese over here. There's two couples of geese with their pretty good size. What do you call a small geese? Gosling? Okay, we're heading back down the Mississippi here into Lake Bemidji. I gotta get back. Day's getting away from me, but gosh, what a beautiful day. Those clouds reflecting off the water. This paddleboard has been great. Just huge thanks to my late friend Arlen, who gave me this before he passed away. Try to, every time I get it out, it's like in his honor. Feels good. Well, that was a nice paddle. I made it back to my launch point. I went and dropped off my bag full of all the gear for the paddleboard and my PFD just to go for a swim here. Water feels really good. It's a nice warm day. This has been an awesome visit to Bemidji, but tomorrow will be time to move on. Okay, letting this stuff all dry out here. We'll get it packed up. Hard to leave this beach. Well, here we are at Itasca State Park here in Minnesota. Got a beautiful clear day on our hands. Supposed to warm right up today. Just showing up at the Mary Gibbs Visitor Center here. This is a $7 fee to enter the state park. So I'm going to learn a little bit about the river here as much as I can and go head down to the headwaters. Okay, this is pretty cool here at the Visitor Center. They have this big kind of topographical representation of the river. And it's starting up here at Lake Itasca. And right over here is the Red River of the North. That actually runs north. That's right where I work at the farm in North Dakota, probably about right here, midway through the state. So it starts at Lake Itasca, goes through Bemidji Lake, which is where I paddled yesterday, through Grand Rapids. I drove over a bridge over the river there, and then starts heading south by Minneapolis, St. Paul, down the southern part of Minnesota, through Wisconsin, pretty much through the middle of the state, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Memphis, and then to Arkansas, and then finally Mississippi, Louisiana, until it dumps out into the Gulf of Mexico. Quite the stretch. And of course, it just gradually gets bigger and bigger as it goes. Up at the headwaters, river width 18 feet, depth 18 inches, and then by the Gulf of Mexico, 1,000 feet wide, 100 to 200 feet deep. Average flow at the headwaters, 30 to 60 gallons per second. At the Gulf, 4.5 to 5.5 million gallons per second. Crazy. Pretty neat. So from the visitor center, it is just a short walk. Oh, it's saying 600 feet down to the actual headwaters. It's shallow enough to where you can walk across, so I'm probably going to do that. Got my sandals on that can get wet. I'm going to try to do that. It looks like there's quite a few people showing up here rapidly. It's about 9:30 a.m. Looks like the visitor center gift shop opens at 10 a.m., at least this time of year. So we're going to go check out the headwaters here. I actually just paddled on the Mississippi at Bemidji Lake. Check it out. So here we are. It's a beautiful day on Lake Itasca here at the north end. They've got this sign here. See if we can get it to come into focus here. It says here 1,475 feet above the ocean. I guess that's the elevation. The mighty Mississippi begins to flow on its winding way 2,552 miles to the Gulf of Mexico. And there it is. A few folks down here walking across. I guess I should join in on the fun. Not going to spend much time here in the state park today. Pretty much just going to visit here. And then I'm going to start moving on. I need to get some miles behind me today. So just thought I was in the area, so I'd give it a visit here. So I'm down here at the headwaters and see this fella walking up. Russ from RVer TV. What a small world. Normally run into you in Quartzsite.
I know, how about that?
So he's out exploring this part of the country. So I just thought I'd have him say hi.
Hello everyone, and if you get a chance, subscribe to his channel, but also come up here to the headwaters of the Mississippi. It's beautiful up here. Real peaceful.
Thanks for saying hi, Russ.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, so wild running into Russ up here. What a small world. Anyway, it's time for me to get across the Mississippi here. I think I'm going to take my sandals off. It looks like it's pretty smooth. Just some small pebbles, gravel. So I'll flip around and give you a glimpse as I walk across. See what the water temp's like. God, it's nice and clear. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, it's very clear here. Almost crystal clear. Look at that. A lot of the lakes and rivers up here, they have a lot of those tannins. It makes it that root beer color, but not here. Yeah, a little rough on the feet, but that way my sandals aren't wet. The beginning of the Mississippi. I'll be danged. Hello.
Hey there.
Water's actually pretty warm.
Nice.
Me and Russ were hanging out here, hoping to get a shot of the outlet here with no people, but I think it's unavoidable. There's always going to be some folks here taking photos. I'm going to take a little walk around and it'll be time to move on. It is really pretty in here, heavily forested. Just these giant conifers, spruce. Oh, just had my first deer fly bite just now. First one I've seen of the season. And again, I just can't believe I was told so much about how horrible the mosquitoes are in Minnesota and just have not had that experience yet. It's been very mild. It can change from season to season. Here we are again, that portion of the river. Okay, I'm trying to get back to the gift shop information center there to pay my entry fee. They didn't have a fee booth that was open on the way in, and I got here before it was open. They did have a sign for paying online, but I'm trying to avoid putting my credit card information online as much as possible. So I'm hoping I don't have a ticket on my van. I'm going to scoot back there, get that fee paid, and then I'm going to be moving on. All right, that's going to wrap it up for my visit here, and it's time to get on the road. Well, I just want to thank you all for joining me on another one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Had a little bit of technical difficulties on this one. I had to use a backup camera. The normal camera, the iPhone 13 Pro that I normally use, started to act up. Had trouble with getting my microphone paired with it and my external mic. So that's a big part of it, having good audio so I don't get all that wind noise that's so annoying in videos. So anyway, the video quality suffered, so I'm working on getting all that worked out. It's just really tough to get replacement stuff sent out to me on the road while I'm traveling. So hopefully I can have that ironed out by the next video. I appreciate you all putting up with it, and yeah, hopefully we'll have some better quality in the next video. This was my last day in Minnesota, so I'm going to be moving on to the state of Montana. Going to try to get up into some higher elevations. It is starting to warm up. I'm going to blow right through North Dakota because it's over 90 a lot of places. So I'm going to head for the mountains of Montana, so that's where we'll be coming from in the next video. Appreciate you all joining me, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Take care. Peace.